Hall got to the NCAA Regional Semifinal last year thanks to one shining moment.
20 seconds to play in 18. Shine and three. Got it! Career high 26 for Shine.
This year, with a blend of experience and youth, the unbeaten Pirates, one of college basketball's elite teams. The Illinois Fighting Illini will test themselves this season as head coach Bill Self leads an experienced team that returns 5 starters. A rigorous early season schedule will no doubt prepare them for the postseason. And today they face yet another dangerous foe in a showdown between 2 nationally ranked teams. Seton Hall, Illinois, next. Welcome you to CBS coverage of NCAA men's basketball. Today from Assembly Hall in Champaign, undefeated Seton Hall against Illinois, 2 top 10 teams. Good afternoon, everybody. Boone Lundquist along with Bill Rafferty. The Seton Hall team, Bill, very, very young, but what an outstanding young man they have in Eddie Griffin.
Eddie Griffin, he plays big on defense. Offense first, he plays big or small, whatever he chooses. He's terrific around the rim. He understands defense to negate shots. He can spread his game outside. Such a solid performer. Fun to watch him.
Illinois, a much more veteran team, but they do have a sophomore point guard, Frank Williams, who's playing very well.
Well, Frank knows how to make his shots, and right now his shot selection's improved under Bill Self. He's got the ability to score around the ball. A little kiss shot burn, also spread, and a little nylon from deep.
A really terrific early season matchup between these two teams. A sellout crowd on hand.
CBS Sports coverage of the road to the Final Four is sponsored by Budweiser. With a crisp, clean, refreshing taste you'll find in no other beer. Chevy Trucks, the most dependable, longest-lasting trucks on the road. And by Selsun Blue Shampoo, to help keep your dandruff from sending the wrong signal.
16,000 plus have gathered here at Assembly Hall for only the second meeting ever between these two teams. Tommy Amaker in his 4th year as head coach at Seton Hall. An overall record of 57-40. And Seton Hall will start 3 freshmen, a sophomore, and a junior. Griffin, D'Alembert, Toniel. And in the backcourt, it's Darius Lane and Andre Barrett. Bill Self is in his 1st year as head coach at Illinois. 37 years of age, came here from Tulsa, and his starting lineup, a little more experience on the floor. Brian Cook, Marcus Griffin, and Sergio McClain, the front court, and Corey Bradford and Frank Williams in the backcourt. Referees today, a veteran crew as well. Tim Higgins, Ted Valentine, and Reggie Greenwood. We're underway. 2 top 10 teams. 7th-ranked Seton Hall, 9th-ranked Illinois. Controlled by Illinois.
And for Lundquist, Illinois goes.
There's Andre Barrett, number 12. One of the 3 freshman starters. Griffin, bothered by a strained tendon in his knee. That occurred in their last game. He is going to start and go today. Entry pass, down low. Marcus Griffin over D'Alembert for the first basket.
Well, they're going to try and establish inside. It's important D'Alembert not foul early. Such a presence defensively, Vern.
Now Eddie Griffin, guarded by Brian Cook. Down low, here's D'Alembert, and hampered by Griffin. A foul is called on Marcus Griffin, number 52.
And you can see the size differential in there, and also establishing the jump hook by Sam D'Alembert. So a nice little asset if he can develop that inside game.
D'Alembert goes to the free throw line where he is 5 of 10 for the year. Sophomore from Port-au-Prince, Haiti.
The local product too out of St. Patrick's.
Spent his first 14 years in Haiti, then to Montreal, and then into New York.
Big upside, can run the floor, terrific defender. I think it's important for Illinois to establish inside. Conversely, what Tommy Amaker is going to try and do for Seton Hall is not let the ball get to the top of the lane so they can dump it down. So it'll be interesting if they can prevent that. A little pressure full, Vern.
Sergio McClain inbounds the ball and gets it into the hands of Frank Williams, who's picked up by Andre Barrett. McClain, top of the key.
And here's the high-low that we're trying to prevent.
And a whistle away from the ball.
They got a little small changer on Sam Dallenberg. One of those nickel-dimers that they're trying to clean up, and I say that affectionately. Hank Nichols wants clean post play, and this is what they're trying to eliminate. A little swimming. Griffin may have gotten away with one early, but that lean on has to be eliminated.
Bradford for three, off the mark. He's going after an NCAA record tonight. He has scored a three-pointer in 72 consecutive games. If he gets one today, he ties the all-time mark. In the meantime, off the glass, it's Griffin. And a 4-1 Illinois lead.
Vern, he's so experienced down the block area. He can freeze people. And Cook gets they blitz the pick and roll out there, and they worked on it yesterday. But the big thing they want to do is push Barrett back towards the half court. Bill Self trying to plead a little bit. He doesn't want that call. That's part of the philosophy today.
Second team foul on Illinois.
Do you think Tommy spoke to Mike Krzyzewski about Illinois?
Yes. I'm sure he did.
Because Barrett ragged Williams trying to force him to watch out Jason Williams.
Duke won that battle by one over Illinois. One of the really terrific early season matchups we've seen thus far. There's the rebound, Seton Hall, tipped by McClain into the hands of Barrett. Seton Hall, and Barrett takes the three, no. And Tony L with a rebound off his hands, and it's off Illinois.
The crowd wanted it over the back. Seton Hall very aggressive on the glass, and this Illinois team may be one of the best defensive rebounding teams in the country. They do a wonderful job.
Ball stripped by McClain. He dives for it. Could not save it.
I thought it was his ball anyhow, Barry. I thought he ended up hitting it off of Darius Lane.
Well, this is a very young Seton Hall team led by Barrett, Marcus Toniel, and Eddie Griffin. There's a fourth freshman, Damian Frey, who is sitting out the season as a partial qualifier.
These babies won't go up to be Cowboys.
Yeah,
they're going up to be great players.
Here's Barrett at 5'8". Griffin, top of the key. He'll take that shot all day long, and Dallenberg picks up a quick second.
Well, that's the kind of foul that Tom Amaker addressed. Try and stay away from the silly foul. I thought the silly foul was the earlier one, though, leaning over the top. Would you agree, Don?
Tommy Amaker telling us, Bill, I don't mind the two fouls he earns. It's the three cheap ones he picks up that really concern me.
And that last one was inadvertent almost. It was going after an offensive rebound.
Amaker has made a move, and Dallenberg is going to sit at the next dead ball. Nice pass. Oh, what a dandy pass from Cook. Shot is short. Dallenberg goes down to grab the rebound.
They're a clever team.
With Barrett, Griffin, over Cook, two, and shoot the free throw.
This is an unabashed type of team. When they're young and they'll make mistakes, Tommy Amaker has addressed that, but they just keep coming in droves.
Charles Bank is going to come on now for Dallenberg for Seton Hall. And Brian Cook will get a rest. Robert Archibald, number 21, first man off the bench for Illinois. And Eddie Griffin at the line. 6'9", 205, and he has had a sensational start to his collegiate career. Look at that. 23 points, 14 rebounds per game, and averaging 6 blocks per game.
And he can play any position on the floor equally well. He's a very talented performer with a great feel for the game. And Tommy Amaker said, this guy wants to work diligently.
McClain picked up by Tony L. Still Harrison defensively. That's going to be a turnover, Illinois.
And Marcus Griffin with a tough little catch. They do a lot of backdoor looks. A lot of times they'll show from the high post, and the wingman will dive to the 10.
Griffin in the high post. Here's Barrett. Nifty move. Quick pass. Saved by Manga. Griffin takes the long one. No, not there.
Hey, Barrett can put you to sleep with that dribble.
Good shot. Frank Williams.
Great penetration against Seton Hall. Negligent. Didn't stop the dribble.
There's the switch. Oh, he tried to switch. And Barrett draws the foul on Sergio McClain.
Pretty good defensive idea by Sergio, though, trying to get over and stop that penetration. Andre Barrett will put a lot of lingerie on the floor with his ability to get between defenders. You see Archibald, terrific substitute, very physical performer trying to pick up the charge, but it was on the wing there. Good call by the officials.
Andre Barrett, 5'8", 165 from the Bronx.
Ted Valentine teaching him how to dance.
Eddie Griffin.
Play up on lane. He stepped back and he makes shots from deep. Oh.
Earlier this season, he had 7 threes in a win at Clemson.
Now, Vern, I know you've got a good pair of legs. The strength to get that shot off. They get a small change around Barrett. I mean, you need some pins that deep on the floor. And defensively, as he back dribbles, you figure, the heck with it. How many guys can make it that way? Darius does.
Was on Barrett, his first. Third Seton Hall team foul.
I saw Illinois in Maui and saw what Bill Self could do in 3 days. They got better every day. Played Arizona extremely well. Made a lot of threes late in that game to get back in, but this is a deep, talented team. It's all in the backcourt. There's that back door they like. Flare screen.
Frank Williams puts it on the floor. Double team comes. He kicks it back outside. Bradford for 3. Off the rim. He's 0 for 2 from three-point range now in the early going. Barrett. Nice quick penetration. Griffin couldn't quite handle the pass. Rebound comes down in the hands of Marcus Griffin. So we have 2 Griffins on the floor today.
Put a little pressure on you. Archibald trying to load up. McLean. They push off by Archibald down underneath. He's prone to get some fouls. Very physical type of performer.
Robert Archibald picks up his first. Early going, 15:53 to go. First half, we're notched at 6. Tied at 6, 15:53 to go in the first half. Seton Hall off to a slow shooting start. Eddie Griffin is 1 of 5. Seton Hall is 2 for 8. In the early 4 minutes and 7 seconds.
And Darius Lane with that deep threat. And of course, Eddie Griffin's just not himself quite yet, I would think. A couple of days of leisurely walk through. You're not on top of your peak.
He suffered that knee injury earlier in the week in the win over Norfolk State late in the game. A game which Seton Hall won by 40.
Slasher.
Tony L. in the corner. Now the entry pass. Manga. Nice jump hook. Beauty.
Every time he comes in, he contributes. Over the tournament last year, picked up charges, blocked a shot. That time provided a little jump hook from the box area.
First Seton Hall lead. They're up by 2, 8-6. McLean guarded by Tony L. Back screen set and Griffin pops out.
So they load up on the low area. Tough look. Tough look. Bradford trying to get it to Archibald.
Second turnover.
So right here, you don't really get the help. Now, if that's Griffith, they'll have somebody scraping down. Manga, they may not have that kind of respect for, but a nice counter by the big fella.
On the dead ball, Ty Shine has come on, number 0. The hero of last season's run in the NCAA tournament. He's really...
He doesn't really tee it up quickly, huh?
Takes a quick 3 off the mark.
Doesn't take him long.
Not shy is Shine. Here's Williams. Nice putback. Archibald is there for the rebound.
That is very impressive. They run the floor, well organized, and Frank Williams with a nice up fake to get the shot off.
There's Barrett. Way outside. Darius Way, my goodness.
Oh, my goodness. Different zip code, area code. Get them all out there. My line.
Now, as much is made of the Peoria connection here for Illinois with 3 players on the court who play high school ball there, Darius Lane actually born in Peoria, Illinois. Moved to Minnesota when he was 1, but he's got 25 family members here today. There's the tip off the glass. The rebound comes down in the hands of Marcus Griffin. Nice.
That's the key. That's so important against Illinois. It's almost a trademark of Big Ten teams, the ability to be physical in a fair way around the rim.
Marcus Griffin is one of the 3 who played for Wayne McLean at Peoria Manual. They won 4 consecutive Illinois State Championships.
Incredible, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a heck of a run.
And you're not seeing him here yet, but he makes everything possible. Nice.
There's the steal. Frank Williams. He's another.
That's one of those defensive field goals. The pitch to send it into the open floor.
Been a Peoria parade the last couple of minutes. Time is called. Illinois reclaims the lead. Up by 1.
Vern, the ability to use the dribble is so important for Lane, but this defense had stuff to contain one guy. Earlier, McLean reached in and got a foul. This time, a great pitch by Williams. The ability. Peoria, say yes.
Multiple substitutions during the timeout. There's one of them. Greg Morton replaces Eddie Griffin. They're going to give the freshman a blow. And here's Andre Barrett on the floor. In the meantime, Lucas Johnson has come on with Sean Harrington off the bench for Illinois. 13:15 to go. And Shine over Harrington. Not there. Seton Hall doesn't have the stroke yet.
No, not the rhythm, but pretty good defense by Harrington, who's a terrific shooter. And Barrett picks up his second, and so far from the basket. And that puts a lot of pressure on Tom Amaker now as to what he plays, or does he leave him in, and they are going to take him out.
And a quick rest for Eddie Griffin, who's back on for Charles Manga. Tony L is back on the floor. Let's set the 5 now for Seton Hall. You got Darius Lane, Morton, Ty Shine, Tony L, and Griffin.
Just a valuable Ty Shine. He can run the point or score for you.
Williams puts it on the floor, and it's taken away by Morton. Loose ball, saved. Darius Lane has it. Backs up. Lucas Johnson. And Darius Lane is filling it up.
He almost stares you down like a great poker player. Dares you to come after him and elevates.
3 of 3 from three-point range. 9 points now. And the Hall back on top. Williams from the corner. Too strong. The rebound, Ty Shine.
And Williams has that ability to pull up jump shoot.
Eddie Griffin. Good luck. Nice pass. Nice reverse layup. Beauty.
Well, there's the catalyst for this team. He's the one to put the recruiting class together.
Martin Toniel.
He talked it up. Tommy Amaker said he was our best recruiter. Make sure Barrett and Griffin fell in love with Seton Hall. Humility by Tommy, I might add.
Yes. With the conclusion of today's game, we'll select the Chevrolet Most Valuable Player of the game from each team. Chevrolet will make a contribution to each school's General Scholarship Fund, that a tradition for over 30 years. Marcus Toniel is on the bench. He's going to get a rest. And Reggie Garrett, the captain, number 32, is in.
Nice reset here.
There's Lane, pump fake, takes another 3. First one he's missed. Lucas Johnson with a rebound for the Illini.
He's killing it.
4-point Hall lead. Cook, nope. Here comes Lane. He's got Morton right. He'll take his kick it back outside. Shine on the floor. Nice baseline defense. Lane looks down to see if he's got 3.
Harrington with a little reach in with the hand check. They are into this game. They're forgetting about the football season quickly, huh?
That's right. 11 minutes and 29 seconds to go. First half. Seton Hall up by 4. 11:29 to go first half. Seton Hall has used the long-range shot. They've hit 3 of them. Darius Lane to take a 4-point lead, and Lane will inbound the ball now. Seton Hall 5-0, but this by far their toughest test yet. They did have a road win at Clemson, and that one's out of bounds. The quick hands of Sergio McLean.
Well, McLean's physical. He stayed right up under Darius Lane. You can't permit him that open look. I mean, you just got to hug him and hope he gets some assistance if he bounces by.
McLean, a senior, along with Marcus Griffin, really has improved his play this year. And we're in the early going.
See, this is high-low. They set it up, and not good defense by Griffith inside.
Marcus Griffin misses, and Eddie Griffin, depends on who has the better Griffin today. 11 to go. There's Eddie Griffin, in and out. Hasn't found his shot today. Ty Shine spins, back to Eddie Griffin. He is now 2 for 8.
I'll tell you, I love the attitude, though. A lot of guys, freshmen in particular, would have not taken that shot. He does not lack confidence. Nice kick out by Shine.
An 8-0 Seton Hall run has given them a 7-point lead.
And that's the problem. Griffin twice now has let the post up occur, and he gets called for that one. A major dilemma. And once Marcus Griffin gets it, he has great experience and footsteps.
Darius Lane called for the foul. Garrett heads to the bench, and Barrett is back on. And the foul now changed to Eddie Griffin, not Darius Lane. What a screw by McLean. Takes the shot, too strong. Marcus Griffin tries to keep it alive, knocks it to Darius Lane.
That's where he really helps on the glass.
Andre Barrett. Greg Norton on top of the key. There's another Seton Hall turnover.
Didn't get the right angle. Got to bring it down lower or pass it up.
Monday on CBS, the King of Queens takes on the incredible Hulk himself when Lou Ferrigno guest stars in an all-new episode. Watch the King of Queens, a special time, 8:30, 7:30 Central, after a Charlie Brown Christmas.
I'd take Sergio McLean's body over Lou.
What'd you think? Huh?
He is a stud. In basketball, he's a stud.
Just off the mark. Bradford missing another three-pointer.
Do you think in his mind that goes through?
Yes, I think so.
One game he went to the last minute during this run to make the three, Corey Bradford, and he's trying to get untracked early. Maybe just play and let the flow occur, because they're good at using the whole floor. They're going to spread for the three.
0 for 5 from three-point range. 4 of those taken by Corey Bradford, who, if he connects one today, will tie an NCAA record held by Wally Lancaster of Virginia Tech.
Did you do any of his games?
No, I did not. I bet you did.
No, I didn't.
No? Ben Coles was on that team, 86 to 89.
And that's not a call.
Yeah? I can't imagine you didn't get one of those games.
A slasher right here.
Tony L. Saved? Yes. Nope, taken away. Griffin has it.
Good poise to reset. Barrett, the catalyst.
Illinois at home, down by 7 to the kids. There's the steal. Marcus Griffin from Eddie Griffin. And then he blows the layup. Shine at the other end. Saved, kicked out.
Tough. Amazing. If you get too deep, don't come up. You don't get a fast break at one end. The counter doesn't work. But Barrett just caused Marcus Griffin so many problems when he ran underneath.
Tony L for Seton Hall. They lead by 7.
And that's his game. Getting it to the 10. A baseline bump by Sergio McLean. You can't give up that baseline. There's a lot of pressure on the inside people. And Raynor really doesn't recognize his defense. That's the way I feel. They're not doing the things that they work so hard and in tape they reveal game in and game out.
That is the 7th team foul, second on McLean, and Tony L goes to the free throw line where he shoots 1-1.
I should have thought of that, gotten the players to recruit for me. Certainly would have helped me.
You would still be coaching the Seton Hall had you done that.
Well, let's not go too far. You know, Tommy and, of course, PJ before him, two outstanding. Their victories in their first 2 years exceeded mine for 11.
Now, you know what? I know better. I know how many wins you had there.
Well, let's just leave it like this. I had my assistant and dear friend Hadi Mahan park in my spot. So in case they got mad at the head coach, they ruined his car.
Don't listen to him, folks. That ball's out of bounds. Bill Raftery, in 11 years, had a winning record. 1970 to 1981, he still wears those clothes. A winning record, 154 and 141 during his years at the Hall.
Still looks good with the guitar on. Richie Regan was one of those shots. He gave his number up to Andre Barrett, which was it.
That's right. The number was retired, and Barrett asked permission to wear it, number 12, and here's Eddie Griffin.
And if you know Richie Regan, for him to give anything up, it's a task. One of the great ones.
An 11-0 Seton Hall run. They're up by 10. Inside, Griffin. Another turnover. Here's Andre Barrett. Looks down, fires the pass. Tony L. stripped.
Great effort by Williams, too. Tony just couldn't protect it. Defensively now, Seton Hall, a little counter with a front, all the weak side protection. And one of the things, I went to practice a couple of weeks ago, and Tommy Emmett was doing all the drills you might do in early October. He didn't feel they were picking up charges. They weren't reading off the ball, weren't helping him recover. They weren't closing out on the defender right. And it looks right now the reaction is much better today.
10-point Seton Hall lead. Manga back on, and he replaces Morton. Barrett to the inbound pass. Darius Lane, nope. And they're going to catch Tony L? No.
I think we're going to stay right here.
Archibald.
Oh, Johnson. I'll give it to Johnson. What do you think?
It is Lucas Johnson.
Yeah, Lucas walks on the floor, and they give him a foul. One of the great hustlers. And what I love about Lucas Johnson, the effort's there, but in the Duke game, he protects his teammates. There was a little incident. He steps right up to help his teammates. The consummate team player. If he's on the other team, you don't like him at all. When you have him, you value him.
Foul is called on Johnson, his first. And Seton Hall in the bonus. Tony L will shoot one more. Seton Hall, as we said, 5-0. Had one road game earlier this year. They won it when Barrett hit a free throw. Final seconds to win at Clemson 79-78. But this is a really tough test here.
And then when they came down together, when Clemson's last shot, who blocked it? Eddie Griffin.
Right.
And it just didn't even give him a look. Here's the full court pressure, something Bill Self worked on, and maybe Tommy picked up watching the Duke tape or talking to Mike Krzyzewski.
Frank Williams picked up by Andre Barrett.
Good get out by Manga. Here's a slice cut to the box.
Johnson takes the three.
To make him, too.
Rebound Archibald. Underneath, he'll go to the free throw line.
They give it to Manga, which is a break for Seton Hall. But Archibald, a valued son, really understands the game. It's amazing. He came from Scotland over here, played a couple of years in high school in Missouri, and just recently, in early October, he had to go back with his family to get a visa in order to play here. The problems of a head coach, huh? Imagine. And he has a kilt, I'm told, as well, being from Scotland. Very appropriate.
Very quiet, didn't it? You mentioned the guy with a kilt. Everybody shut up.
And I grew up with a brother who played the bagpipe, so don't mention kilts to me. And we had a small bedroom.
Here's Archibald shooting one more. Grew up in Paisley, Scotland. That was the first Illinois points in over 6 minutes. They trail by 10. Time called. Seton Hall, this young group on the road, up by 10 over a veteran Fighting Illini team. Neither team hitting particularly well from the field. And the turnover is fairly even. But I would think Bill Self has got to be a little exasperated by what he's seen so far.
Yeah, it's interesting. You identify your team by your defensive style, checking out, helping out. And they have not done the things that they worked on yesterday. Haven't fulfilled it totally. They might do half of it and not get the rebound.
In the corner, Tony L. guarded by Lucas Johnson. There's Harrington out on Darius Lane.
And this is Griffin's ability to play big on offense. The opener said big and small.
Yep.
He can shoot it deep or go and bang with the big guys.
Shot still not falling for Eddie Griffin. Offensive foul.
Archibald with that swimming stroke. You wonder why guys make it easy for the officials. His second foul totally clears out. Now, this makes it Timmy Higgins' job early. Look, the left arm just knocks Griffin out. If he had his kilt on, they would have noticed. Oh, Robert, keep those arms in.
Here's Eddie Griffin at the line at the other end out of Philadelphia. Arguably the #1 prospect out of high school last year. There was some thought given to going directly into the NBA, but he opted to attend Seton Hall, and Tommy Amaker telling us, among other things, one of the great things is the attitude of these young people on his team. For up-to-the-minute scores on all of today's NCAA hoops action, click on live scores at cbs.sportsline.com or American Online keyword CBS Sportsline.
Now, you've accused me of not being mature.
I never.
Usually late in the evening. But how about these freshmen? I mean, they played all over the world by the time they were freshmen. And just a sense of how to get things done. I mean, it's just, and with Tom there, such an asset. They come in ready to play and understand how to play. Pretty.
Underneath, Archibald, strong move. Griffin tried to come over, but Archibald went up with some effectiveness.
How about that? With a little authority, huh?
10-point margin still. On the floor at a second now. Eddie Griffin, Andre Barrett. Just to amplify the point Bill was making. They played on an all-star team in Mannheim, Germany last summer. Darius Lane, who is listed as a junior but in only his second season at Seton Hall, he misses on that one. And here come the Illini. Frank Williams backs it out. Marcus Griffin. Here's Sean Harrington. He can fill it up from long range.
He's deep, and this is what I thought they'd do more. Williams, here's a stagger for him. Get him inside or around the basket. Look at the closeout.
That was Ty Shine's defense on Frank Williams to force that one. And Lane takes it strong and puts it in.
Oh, a little kiss down in the lane.
Darius Lane has 11. It's 28-16. Harrington made his move to the basket, then came back, and Archibald thought he was going one direction, he went the other.
A little zig and zag, but usually Archibald's pretty good on that pass, but you've got to make your mind up or show the guy a fist, say I'm going.
30-second timeout taken. We'll be right back. All right, we're back at Assembly Hall in Champaign, Illinois. Foul while we were away for the news update on Charles Manga, and that sends Lucas Johnson to the line, where he shoots one more. 1 of 2 this trip, an 11-point lead. Here's Ty Shine, number 0. Strip foul called on Frank Williams.
I'm amazed how guys can guard the quickness. I mean, how did Frank Williams get there? I mean, the footwork to even steal the ball. Blown by Ty Shine.
Ty Shine, who had a game for the ages last year in the NCAAs against Temple. Recall that Shaheen Holloway was injured. Shine came in and a career-high 26 points in that game.
Kept going deeper. John Chaney had his own moving out a little bit each trip.
Well, we invite you to join Jim Nance and honorees Tiger Woods, Kurt Warner, Shaquille O'Neal, Derek Jeter, Venus Williams, and Lance Armstrong. The Sports Illustrated Sportsman of the Year. That's coming up Thursday in prime time, right here on CBS.
And Vern, if you're Illinois, you got to think a little pressure on the make. Dallenberg, fortunate. Crowd wanted one.
Yeah, the crowd thought Dallenberg picked up his third. He's back on the floor with Greg Morton now. Here's Lucas Johnson. Morton flies toward him and Shine with the quick hands. But he gets the return pass. Beautiful job by Ty Shine.
Unbelievable. Good defensive pressure. I think Cook's got to be the guy now with Griffith not on the floor. Marcus Griffith, that is. Brian's very talented. He can shoot outside. They need him to be tough. This is his shot, but right around here, he's got to do some damage.
Over in the corner at the other end is Harrington short with the 3. Cook is fresh from a 17-point game against Milwaukee, Wisconsin the other night. The reverse is up and good by Tony L, and it is remarkably a 16-point Seton Hall lead before a full house at Assembly Hall in Champaign, Illinois. Time call by the Illini. There we go. Let me mention these guys. This is a group of students at either end of the floor called the Orange Crush, and a remarkable thing. They raise money for various charities around the Champaign area, and during the previous timeout, they presented a check to these charities for $40,000. They've raised over $170 in the last 3 years. Orange Crush, it's a student-led fundraising effort. And they're all dressed in orange behind either basket. You'll see them throughout the afternoon.
Well, the Crush is a team-oriented philosophy, and so is Seton Hall. The tip, the defense has been terrific. The runouts without charging, solid.
Meanwhile, there's the matter of this huge lead. There's Darius Lane with another.
Well, you go help. He gets the puppy set and knocks it down, Grandma.
There's his grandmother, Joyce Smith, who today is seeing the first performance by Darius Lane since he went to Seton Hall.
That's amazing. He was living in Minnesota most of his high school days.
Brooklyn Park, Minnesota. They moved there from Peoria when he was 1 year old.
Mellon can shoot it. This Griffith's just a load. They got to get something inside. Good call by Bosell.
19-point margin has been cut by 2 under the 4-minute mark in the first half. Little leaner, no good. The putback, Griffith puts it again, and Darius Lane gets the offensive board, and another offensive rebound.
Would you give him 6'2", 6'3", maybe? Big, broad shoulders of Darius Lane, able to carve out area and elevate as well.
Lane with 16 points.
Good front, no help. There they go. Lane does a good job. Look at Griffith on Griffith.
Corey Bradford.
Now, he didn't settle for the 3. That's what he should do. Play with it in the philosophy. Put it on the floor if they give it to you.
Greg Morton picks up his first foul. That'll put Bradford at the line. Corey Bradford not having a good shooting year.
Struggling, really. And they expect some people to pick Big Ten Player of the Year preseason coming in. And he's got so many weapons on his team. And I think part of that award, or at least the intent of the award, may be put pressure on him. Just isn't as relaxed as he can be.
1 of 2 at the line. Rebound into Greg Morton's hands, and here comes Seton Hall. Up by 18.
Eddie Griffith should touch it because McLean's on him. See if they can get it to him around the box area.
Darius Lane. Bradford. Getting to a chippy. Yep.
Tough matchup. I mean, Lane with Bradford, he can elevate on the jump shot. I mean, they just throw you out of kilter a little bit in your defensive assignment, Seton Hall.
That is Bradford's first, but Seton Hall has been in the bonus for the last 4 or 5 minutes. And Darius Lane will go to the line. He's averaging 21 points, and he's nearing that number in the first half.
And Tommy Hamilton's done a great job yo-yoing people in and out. Barrett with the 2, sitting tight, Shine, running the point, and maybe let's see if it's Griffith. Yeah, now he wants Griffith out, make sure he doesn't get one, give him a little rest. Look at talent, huh?
Darius Lane shoots 1 more.
I was a little disgusted with Tommy's attitude when I offered him some advice pregame.
I noticed he was not quick to accept it.
I never saw his back turn that quickly. How are you, Vern? He said.
Oh, yes. Seton Hall up by 20. That is no graphic mistake. It is 40-20. Seton Hall leading Illinois with just under 3 minutes to go. Coming up at the half, Gus Johnson will get you caught up on all the scores and highlights and the latest news on this busy day in college basketball. Brett Milton, the freshman, will inbound the ball.
Good shooter. They spread for him. Marcus Tony Allen is going to have to stay at home.
Shine is out on Frank Williams. Here's Marcus Griffin.
And he ran the play and it wasn't run properly.
Top of the key from fake Bradford. Entry pass. Another loose ball, and a foul is called on Manga. That's going to be his 3rd foul.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting if they go with D'Alembert or make some changes. That's a big decision for him. Manga's solid, but going inside, good teams take advantage. And after that timeout, post up, double, and all of a sudden Marcus Griffin is wide open.
This is not his strength, however, hitting only 53% from the line this year.
I was watching the Kansas State tape, and his strength doesn't look good. He was 8 for 16 in the Kansas State game. I mean, if he could make free throws, and how about this? No offense, Canisius.
Yep. The Golden Griffins, the team name at Canisius. They could use
either one or both.
1 of 2. Rebound, Eddie Griffin off the miss by Marcus Griffin.
And Illinois is going to start slowly. Defensive stop that they're looking for. Maybe get a basket off, and here's the double on Griffin. See if they reset here, Vern.
Griffin and McLean. There's Lane with the penetration. The dish out to the left side. Come back and lead up. Trap in the corner. Off the glass and good.
Well, move the ball, reverse it, dump it down the lane. Are they looking solid?
Tommy Amick telling us before the game, I think by the end of the year we're going to be pretty good. We may not have to wait that long.
No, I don't think so.
McLean loses control. It is tipped by Seton Hall.
Now, that's a well-designed play. They just didn't finish. Clever. They run some beautiful things, Illinois, and now psychologically down, lacking confidence. So Bill's got to fight through that for his guys.
And think about this. This is an Illini team that in Maui defeated Maryland, lost by 3 to Arizona. That one's no good. Went on the road, lost by 1 to Duke in Greensboro. They've had one of the toughest pre-conference schedules in the country. They're losing at home by 21 to Seton Hall.
And Seton getting the ball where they want it. Total drive here. Look at this strength and rebounding. That's not to happen.
There's Corey Bradford at the other end. Looks behind. Scoop shot. Good.
Griffin's so smart. You see him trailing, making sure he didn't foul, particularly late in the half. I think Lane hurt himself when he dove on the floor earlier. Tim Higgins is just making sure everything's in order. We mentioned the refereeing crew, terrific, everything under control. You know, when you have shot blockers like these two teams, once in a while referees might anticipate. These fellas are letting it happen, making sure there is contact. A good solid crew. Reggie Greenwood, Teddy Valentine, and Tim Higgins.
Now we're back to play. Tony Olin downs to Morton with Shine. Darius Lane is still hurting a little bit.
Really gets the ball.
Yeah, that's right.
On an open look, he'll be fine.
Ease the pain. Nearing 1 minute remaining first half.
They got Griffith in the lane. A great target.
And there's Eddie Griffin. And the shots have not been there for him. Averaging 21 points himself. He's 3 of 14. Wow, what a strong pass from Bradford.
Great look. And you see Seton Hall, everybody didn't identify. Left one slip in.
Illini trying to get a surge before the break.
Maybe 1 year, holding as late as possible. 2-second discrepancy.
Lane freed from pain.
You saved that one. And that was painful for Seton Hall. He got a little too deep too early.
Shot clock off. Just under 18 to go.
Got to get to the foul line on this trip. They got to go inside quickly. Looks like Williams going to settle for a high dive.
Pick and roll with Archibald. Kick it outside. Bradford for 3. He's 0 for 5.
Got a chance.
Shine pulls up. In and out. And that is the end of the first half. Amica's team holds the Illini to a 6-minute scoring drought. The end of the half with our score 42-25 Seton Hall. Now let's go back to Housing fans. Most of them for the Illini are in a bit of shock. 42-25. Really an outstanding first half for Seton Hall.
I'm shocked too. I mean, Illinois, as you noted during the first half, a team that's played a great schedule and competed. And Seton Hall, I don't think has played as well as I've seen them on tape. And yet they're getting the ball, moving to the right spot, and guys getting open. And Darius Lane, just a great deep shooter. We'll see the ball gets all the way over to this spot, and Darius wisely moves just to kick, and they reversed the ball when needed. They got it to the box. Eddie Griffin gets trapped, kicks it. No silly shots. They're all in good offensive rebounding position.
And time now for the AutoTrader.com halftime stats. field goal percentage, roughly even. One of the keys has been three-point field goals, 5 of 13 for the Hall, nada for Illinois. And they've also done a terrific job on the offensive glass. They've got 10 offensive boards.
And Darius Lane, one of the guys that's carving an area, getting a piece of it's not necessarily Eddie Griffin. But this Seton Hall team, defensively, the strides they've made. You can't put those or qualify those on a stat sheet, but their hands are alert. They're helping one another out. They're communicating. Now, Illinois, this is a pride thing. You're home. You've got this crowd. You've got to get after it, be sound on the offensive end, and go guard some people.
Went through a 6-minute drought midway through the first half, during which time Seton Hall had a 13-0 run. There's a nice start. The alley-oop and Brian Cook. A sophomore from Lincoln gets 2.
And right away you get the house in it too. Dallenberg trying to load up in the lane. Got to squeeze it.
Back it comes to Barrett. He kicks it in the corner. Tony L.
Good slip.
Griffin cuts. They hauled him down from behind. And there is a foul called over the back. Eddie Griffin, he thought he should have gotten the ball when he made the move to the basket.
You're right. His shirt was taken away from him, and that sort of upset the whole play. His little slip to the goal was terrific. Well, when you're behind, you try anything.
Now Corey Bradford looking for his first three-pointer of the game. He's drawn the donut, trying to equal the NCAA record this afternoon of 73 consecutive games. From the corner, no. And Dallenberg goes up and grabs the board.
Here's where Barrett is cut. They use the whole floor. He's quick. He can break the defense down with the bounce.
Guarded by Frank Williams. Back outside to Darius Lane. Barrett again. Nice defense by McLean. There's a pick from Dallenberg, though, good and strong.
A little too deep there.
Yeah.
A lot of traffic. And that's a judgment thing. And the one nice thing for him is he's got a former Defensive Player of the Year, point for Duke under Mike Krzyzewski to bring him along. And that's one of those things. Tommy lets them make plays. And they've got great confidence that they can make a play.
Frank Williams. Oh, beauty.
Use the rim with Dallenberg.
Up and under for Williams. It's 42-29.
Great use of the dribble. Barrett didn't want to foul.
Now the Orange Crush is providing a backdrop for Seton Hall. And there is another foul.
Marcus Toniel on the offensive glass. A ragged start for Seton Hall. This is part of the learning experience. Gorgeous use of the rim as Dallenberg moves from the rear. But this is what Tom Emiger alluded to. We've got to learn, we've got to grow, we've got to be in these kind of situations and we're going to become a better team.
Once up by 21, they still lead by 13. Bradford, little runner. Over the top and into the hands of Dallenberg. Here comes Barrett at the other end. Dallenberg called for the alley-oop. Barrett settles down and will go for the entry pass instead. On the floor, Williams for Illinois.
Got to squeeze it.
Nope.
Go the other way, I think. Cook. They got the chef's hat in the building, and the Cook's not percolating right now.
No, the Orange Crush kids are wearing the Cook's hats at either end.
Yep. I'm going to bring one home maybe and get my wave in the kitchen. It'll be a first.
I'd like to see you don that thing. And that's not true about Joni, by the way.
That's right. She walks through on her way to the...
Oh, Bill. You just hit the self-destruct button. 42-29. Back outside to Darius Lane. He takes it over Griffin. Cans it again.
Now Griffin just, the body language on Griffin, the air went out of him. You've got to get up under Darius. He's a tough matchup. That time Marcus Griffin, unarmed.
5 of 8 from three-point range to Darius Lane. Ryan Cook. Nice move. Nice block. And Dallenberg is going to pick up another foul.
Number 3. The first one they didn't run down. One thing Seton Hall has done beautifully this year, keep the ball in play on a shot block, as Dallenberg did, or Griffin did on occasion, and they've been able to run it down and go the other way. Now that's a terrific piece of officiating too. A good, solid defensive maneuver. And number 3 on Sam. That's the area of concern for Tom.
That block by Eddie Griffin. We had 10 in their win over Norfolk State. The first triple-double ever for Seton Hall. Tuesday on CBS, imagine your only brother is missing in action in enemy territory. The military has given up the search. Would you be willing to go it alone to find him? One man might. Don't miss an all-new episode of Jag, Tuesday on CBS. Griffin, as he has done this season, gets 1 of 2 at the line. 15-point margin. Nice pass. Gallenberg, good defensive effort from Cook. Got an offensive board, and there's Barrett for 3. Nope. Long rebound goes to Frank Williams. McLean calls for it. Williams with the dish. Marcus Griffin. Beautiful pass.
It was that gorgeous. He drew to Seton Hall into thinking he was going to throw it to the wing. Nice, soft, catchable pass down the lane.
Little by little by little, Illinois creeping back in. Griffin, Marcus Griffin, that is, has 14. Here's the offensive story. There's the dish to Dallenberg. Rebound, Bradford.
Got to finish that.
Tailor-made. Bradford with an elbow. But he's going to get the call.
Darius Lane down there with the giveaway, but you can see a different spirit of Bill's self. And he's not self-proclaimed, but he is a motivator. And this is just the push, the depth of the delivery, and Williams on top of his game. This first half, I thought he struggled. Wasn't as attentive as he should be, and all of a sudden you as a coach on the sideline feel you're contributing a little bit now. The response is much better. They look you in the eye.
See the problems Corey Bradford has had?
No 3.
No 3 yet. I know Bill Self, if he had his druthers, would that Bradford would hit a 3 early on and get it off.
I would think so, but I bet in his mind now that's
yeah. I'm
worried about his record.
Bradford gets the free throws. It's 11. 9-3-1 Illinois to start this half. See how Seton Hall's youth weathers this storm. Darius Lane is unconscious.
That's a little too deep and well played.
Frank Williams behind the back. Good job of holding the ball. McLean passes on the 3. In the lane, short with the shot. Brian Cook got it.
Well, they're much more aggressive, aren't they? Taking it to the rim now.
Seton Hall timeout. .48 to go in the ball game. As we went to break, a technical foul indicated from Ted Higgins. And it's called on Robert Archibald, we are told, on the bench.
He must have been overzealous as he came out on the floor. But that's uncalled for as you're getting climbing back into the game. I mean, that's just unnecessary. Technical came after the timeout, and Darius Lane is going to shoot 2.
Archibald, of course, also gets charged with a personal,
right,
and that's his 3rd.
And they'll need him as they rotate their big people. I'm very surprised. He must have just come out on the floor and in an area he shouldn't have been.
Both free throws made by Darius Lane.
And now Illinois gets the ball now. Seton Hall thought they were going to get that new change in the rule, Vern.
Time has been taken.
Well, what happened here, Vern, I think the technical foul occurred because the timeout had been called. I see Timmy Higgins here, and here's Archibald. And I don't know exactly what he did other than they felt that the possibility, this must be an unsportsmanlike play because they're getting the basketball Seton Hall is getting the ball as well. And right here you can see, I don't know if he said something right there, but you can see Timmy Higgins teeing him up, and that's critical. Gives them two
free throws and possession. After Illinois had carved into the lead and cut it to 9. 47-36. 15:35 to go. In the corner, kick it back outside Darius Lane. Now Barrett. Darius Lane short. But the offensive board by Tony L. Good job.
Great feel for the ball.
Back in the hands of Barrett. They pick and roll with Manga. Tony L. Foul called on Seton Hall.
He looks like he's hurt a little bit, Tony, as he came down, but nice penetration. He's terrific at getting in the lane and creating some havoc.
Well, you thought, Bill, midway through the first half that he might have been favoring an injury.
Well, they took him out, and the trainer and the physician took a look at him down the other end, so he may have hurt himself up in the calf area, and more importantly for Illinois, number 4 on Brian Cook.
So Lucas Johnson getting ready to check in. Tony L. That's the first. Here comes Johnson. Cook will sit. So they had hoped for a big day from Brian Cook. Not to be.
The ability to get into the lane. And there's one. They just come out high and close out under control and don't reach. That's a flyer of a shot. A very difficult one to make.
Off the front rim. Johnson with a rebound. Thought about using the elbow. Decided not to. Oh, beauty. What a nifty move.
He's wonderful at getting into the lane and doing some damage. Good creativity.
10-point margin. Frank Williams with the basket. Barrett, three-pointer way outside. And a foul's going to be called on Manga. That's going to be his fault.
Settling for jumpers right now. Darius Lane, the long one. Barrett, the long one. And the ability to keep in abeyance there. Marcus Griffin with a great job making sure that Williams can get to the rim. Terrific maneuver on the offensive end.
That is the 15th foul on Seton Hall. Eddie Griffin back in for Manga now, number 33. Has had really a quiet day. Now back it comes to Frank Williams, guarded by Barrett. McLean alley-oop. Quiet no longer.
Great front by Griffith. I mean, that was smart, though. Back to dribble up, you got Griffith. And within the post pass, Bill Self goes. It's a wasted trip.
48-38, 14:24 to go.
And the Griffith with Johnson, tough matchup.
Turnaround jumper, candid Griffin.
And I see that team now read that beautifully. They didn't run a play, they just got it down to big fella.
Double team comes from Darius Lane, Marcus Griffin, and a rebound, Eddie Griffin. Lucas Johnson tries to get it away. 3-on-1. Left side, Darius Lane travels.
I thought they were going to throw an alley-oop to Griffin. The whole thing got out of whack just a little bit. You hate to waste an open floor opportunity. Look at this lock in here. Just so solid. The turnaround, little nylon. Undeterred at, 6'10", 6'11", looking down. And Lucas just unable to get up there or elevate that high.
They list him at 6'9" with room to grow.
He looks with the arm.
Yeah. Well, the wingspan is 7 feet 7 inches.
He's got the Billy Cunningham arm. Except with the check touch.
He doesn't have Billy Cunningham's money yet.
Go inside, either with the drive or the post-up.
Williams has 10, and the margin is 10. Harrington guarding Tony L. Eddie Griffin will single up with him. Now here comes a double from Johnson. And in the lane, the cutter. Greg Morton, no. Ball on the floor, Illinois.
Terrific play, though. Nice dive to the rim.
Frank Williams, he's there. Griffin is fouled by Griffin. It's a Canisius moment.
Well, these two Griffins are on key, I'll tell you that. That time a little bit late and a little lifting going on right now. This is early in December. We got March to go.
That is the third on Eddie Griffin. And Marcus Tony L was Marcus Griffin is urging the crowd on.
See, this is the home court right now. Advantage Illinois. Barrett has to take over. He's wearing number 12. Richie Regan used to take over Union Dukes when they won the NIT. But the guard has to get into the right spot. Get the composure, and Eddie's got to make sure he doesn't get number 4.
That would be Walter Dukes. No. Tonight on CBS, we begin with a new drama, That's Life, starring Paul Sorvino, Ellen Burstyn, and Heather Page Kemp, followed by Walker, Texas Ranger, and then Craig T. Nelson in the new hit drama, The District, all tonight on CBS. One more from Marcus Griffin, 53% for the year.
And boy, he's going to get a ton of these because he's so clever down in the box. He's got to work diligently on his release.
Gets 1 of 2 this trip. 9-point margin. Offensive foul on Darius Lane. Away from the ball.
It may be Morton.
Think so?
Yeah, it may be Morton.
Yeah, I think you're right.
He just ran over.
It is.
Another trip. The waste spinner squandered.
17th foul, Illinois in the bonus. 13 minutes and 10 seconds. And Lucas Johnson goes to the line, where he's not really adept at this part of the craft. He's 56% free throw shooter.
You like the hairdo?
Yeah, you talked him into that, I understand.
Well, he went bald in Maui. Now he's got the peach fuzz look. It must be the cold air.
Think so?
He's trying to pedal up. He's better Brown with a Big Ten championship here. And this team is going to be tough to reckon with, I think, when Big Ten season comes along. And he's got great spirit. He knows where to off the bench and give us a little left. And there's a silly small changer.
That's the second on Luke Johnson. And it is the 4th team foul of the half. 8-point game. Largest lead for Seton Hall midway through the first half was 21. Barrett gets a screen from Morton. Guarded by McLean. Boy, he's quick.
Great defensive stop here. He sure is.
Darius Lane off the dribble. Rebound, Illinois. Here comes Frank Williams. Takes the jumper. No. Morton with the board.
They got a chance for an early shot. They don't have the numbers. That's what they're tough to spread. And what a read by Lucas. And that's preparation. He's got to be careful with the elbow. That's great preparation by Bill Selfscott.
Williams in the corner. Hall timeout. This has been a 7-0 Illini run, fueled in the last part by that three-pointer from Frank Williams from the corner. And the margin has been cut to 5.
Frank Williams has taken upon himself whether it's the dribble drive, getting to the rim, that jump shot. But defensively, you can just see they're stepping up, they're extending the floor, they're reading Seton Hall's set plays extraordinarily.
Here's a footnote. That was their first three-pointer today. Illinois is now 1 for 13. Offensive foul.
Marcus Toniel, you got to pull up and shoot it. Got a little too deep.
Archibald in the game off the bench. He was the man called for the technical a little earlier on.
And here's the step in, makes it nice and easy for the officials. You got a jump stop, shoot that medium jumper. And that's what they're talking about. Freddie Hill down there, one of the assistants talking to Marcus Toniel.
Robert Archibald, a junior, out of Scotland. At the line.
His numbers are good. Up in the 80s.
Right?
Maybe a convert. But he's got to feel the best of anybody in this building as they get closer. Tough technical foul. I'm still not sure what happened. As though he must have said something to the officials as they tried to separate it.
Two at the line. The lead is 3. Back from 21. Back at home, which gives Illinois a distinct advantage here. There's D'Alembert, and the foul's going to be called on Archibald.
Well, that's the high-low they try and develop. Archibald trying to take the legs away. They do need some goals around the rim. And a nice call by Tom Amaker.
CBS Sports coverage of NCAA men's basketball will continue after this message and a word from your local station. Bill Self turns 38 years old on the 14th of December. In his first year as head coach at Illinois, came here having led Tulsa into the Sweet 16 last year. There's Ty Shine, who's come on the floor, and a quick whistle and a foul called on Lucas Johnson.
Right in the lane. They were going right down to Griffith. It's interesting right now, Tom Amaker going with the little guys. He's not afraid to play them together. Ty Shine's experience. They'll be tough with penetration, he and Barrett, but the concern at the other end, do they establish somebody like Williams in the low post area?
That only the 16th foul. There's the inbound pass to Eddie Griffin.
Can elevate.
McLean, contact away from the ball and no foul called. Darius Lane, Sean Harrington, and a chance to pull within one or tie on this possession.
There's the flare screen for the jumper. Good reaction by Shine in the double.
He can hit that. Not this time.
Get air under it. How about Barrett with the tip there? So clever. Cross court.
Shine. Lane was calling for it. Now Shine finds him. Lane for 3.
Now they spread the floor and punish you defensively. Don't forget, when you come from behind, as Illinois did, you expend a lot of energy. And where do you lapse defensively? Going to cover people. Good push by Seton Hall.
Darius Lane, 6 3-pointers today. He had 7 earlier this year. The winner comes in. Here's Harrington.
There you go. Nope, in the air.
Tipped away. Johnson saves it. Got it.
Both D'Alembert and Griffith backed off there, afraid of the foul.
A long time on the bench for Corey Bradford. He's coming back in now. Back into the corner. Ty Shine. Double from Harrington. He was on the line. 11 Seton Hall turnovers.
Got in a little bit too deep.
Bradford is going to give Frank Williams a blow now. Bill Self, as we said, first year here. Coaching career began at Oral Roberts. And look at the improvement every year save one.
Steadily up, huh?
53-49. Here's Sean Harrington, has missed his last 2 attempts at 3. Lucas Johnson, I don't think so. Harrington, yes, why not?
That's what he's out there for. He just needs a little air. The coach's son.
Earlier this season, he had 9 in a row.
Jump hook.
D'Alembert, got it. Quiets the crowd for the moment.
Got to use him. He got in a little bit too deep. Griffith's very tough now, very clever in here.
Back it goes to Lucas Johnson. Underneath, no. Boy, it was set up well.
Oh, what a great look.
Barrett. He got offensive.
Yep. Well, that's how you get it back. He's the handyman. The junkyard, Sanford and Son. Pick it up. Oh, Lucas Johnson just offered it all up.
3rd foul on Andre Barrett.
Good footwork. You see his reaction. Gets himself over there. Tough one if you're Seton Hall. You want that call, a bang-banger.
Now let's check the 5 on the floor for Illinois. Corey Bradford has the ball in his hands. We'll get it to Frank Williams, who's back on the floor now, replacing Johnson. Harrington, McLean, and Griffin.
Not much of a blow for Williams.
Long jumper. No. Put back. Yes.
How about the discard by Marcus Griffin? He just shook Sam D'Alembert. Good call here. Step under, try and get Eddie number 4. Frank Williams with a good read.
That's the second on Frank Williams, and it does put Illinois or Seton Hall into the bonus. So Eddie Griffin goes to the line.
And Vern, I'm just thinking as Tom calls his guys over there, you want to be in these cracker games, tough, hard-nosed, winning big, and maybe walking out of here thinking they're a lot better than they are. But these are the kind of games that prepare you for the tournament.
Rebound by Griffin from Griffin. And a chance for the Illini to take the lead. Corey Bradford looks for the elusive three-pointer. Hasn't found it yet. Back it goes to Frank Williams. Jumper. No. Good position over the back. D'Alembert with the foul. That's his fourth.
When you go to look at the jump shooter, you've got to search a box, step to the guy, and that time Sam D'Alembert jamming the lane, which he should do because the ball's on the weak side, the opposite side.
Shooting foul, so Griffin gets two. 3 of 6 today.
Readjusting the haberdashery there, one of the rules. You got to look sharp.
Still a chance to tie. Sunday on 60 Minutes, Wired.com companies that people counted on to make them rich suddenly going broke. Let 60 Minutes tell you why Sunday. Another chance for the tie.
You didn't read that with a lot of juice. Did you lose some money on the .com?
You notice my lack of enthusiasm. Tied. Illinois has come from 21 down. And Seton Hall has players in foul trouble.
While they're opening the floor, you might see a dribble drive and a kick. Got to get into something, I'd say, with 12 to 10 seconds.
Here's Shine. Fade away. Off the rim. Griffin with another rebound. 9 rebounds for Marcus Griffin. A chance for the Illini to take the lead. Bradford blocked by Lane cleanly. Here comes Barrett.
Good luck.
Beauty.
Eddie, say it isn't so. A reverse without really pushing it to the floor, huh? A nice judgment by Barrett as well.
The assist to Barrett. The dunk to Griffin. Seton Hall back up by 2. Quick hands of Greg Morton. A turnaround, turn away, turn over. I knew what I wanted to say.
Got to be patient. Well, so much for that, huh? That was a trip where I thought they should have just run some clock and got a real good one.
Bradford. Oh, too hard.
Try to do it on that trip. Get it all back. Well, part of the excitement of college basketball is situations like this, The quick shot by Eddie Griffith. The counter, Bill Self. It was 58 today, right? Instead of 38.
Right. Manga back on the floor now, number 31, and here comes Archibald as Marcus Griffin gets no rest. So Manga number 31, Archibald number 21. 8 minutes to go in the ball game. Lane, up in the air, taken by Harrington. Here's Frank Williams. Johnson clearing the path, and he may have been too aggressive.
Johnson.
Yep.
What he did, he was like the lead blocker.
Thought he was a pulling guard.
Oh, you think he's got a linebacker mentality?
Oh, man. Butkus comes to mind.
Yeah,
speaking of Illinois.
Yeah. No question. Whatever it takes, he'll provide. All the way down. Now watch this lead block. Turn the shoulder in, take back, get his legs, though. It's lead too high.
And at the other end, Manga's at the free throw line.
Now, the coaches won't laugh when they see that.
No.
And it's just a chance for Williams to go wire to wire. Just backed up, he might dump it off to you.
Manga's only a 44% free throw shooter, and that one clanked.
Remember Bunny Levitt?
Yeah.
The great free throw shooting guy hit a record for years, 800. Right. He would be sick watching the display. Oh, God.
Nice empty pass. Archibald turned around, too strong. The follow was there. Boy, that was close to basket interference.
Very much so.
Yeah.
But you learn the attention to detail by Lucas Johnson.
Tied again.
See,
Pick and roll.
They haven't really run some offense. They were struggling.
And another chance for Illinois to reclaim the lead. But they've got a couple of minutes to think about it. Time is gone. Late first half, Illinois was down by 21. They scrambled back. We're notched at 57 as turnovers in front of Seton Hall as well as foul trouble in this second half. What's key now, Bill, as we play the final 7 minutes?
Well, I think for Seton Hall, Barrett's got to be under control. They're not getting the open floor opportunities, run the offense. Counter that with Frank Williams. I think he's going to have to take over alongside Corey Bradford and make some decisions.
Johnson finds Archibald. Nope, a chance for the lead, and they didn't get it. But they do get the rebound and then throw it away. Williams with a save, nifty. Here's Bradford. Jumper. Canned it. He's had such a tough shooting day.
Vern, why was that down a back court? It wasn't touched when Johnson threw it back. I mean, I don't understand that.
Why wasn't a backcourt
Should have
violation?
been a violation.
Yes, indeed. First Illinois lead since early in the ball game. Now Ty Shine is coming in. They last led at 12-11. Let's take a look at this backcourt play.
Now it's not touched at all. That should be Seton Hall's ball. I mean, he's in the backcourt with the save.
From the corner, no. Williams. Frank Williams takes it in the hand, puts it off awkwardly. Bad shot.
Not a good judgment. That's what he's got to do. Play under control. Oh, my goodness.
Tony L. fires it, and Eddie Griffin is fouled as he goes up for the shot.
A Ryan Dorn fastball.
It's a little more accurate.
And no spin on it either. I mean, that was right to the letters.
You realize how we're showing our age?
Exactly.
Arizona at UConn coming up. That's the second game of this really attractive NCAA men's basketball doubleheader today. Arizona at UConn. Griffin 2 for 4 at the line today. 3 for 5.
We're talking about what a talent he is. He's just a little off his game, and I think part of it, the game the other night, 2 days of not full-out practice, he was just a little bit off, but still, the maturation process is there. His understanding of the game is incredible.
1 of 2. He's also hit 5 of 22 from the field today. 5 of 22. Bradford.
Good front inside by Morton. What a little trip as well on Griffin.
There's the entry pass in deep. Nice. Harrington found Griffin.
He worked so hard, Marcus Griffin, just to get free.
Lead is 3. Griffin has 20. Off the mark in the corner. Chased down by Ty Shine. There's Griffin to alter the shot. Eddie Griffin goes up, takes it on his face, controls it, and gets the putback.
He was back in front of our announce position in half court. The speed to cover. Oh.
Frank Williams got an elbow in all of that. And it's in the hands of Sergio McLean, now Frank Williams. 1 point, Illinois lead.
Go to Griffith. And just get the big guy developed down there. They can screen away to McLean. They settle.
Bradford still has not found his 3.
Take your pick here. I'm not sure if they'll go to Morton on it.
Let's take a look at the CBS Sportsline stat of the game. 3-point field goals. Illinois, look at that. 2 for 19. For complete game stats, go to cbs.sportsline.com.
You know, as you develop as a team, that trip should have been a touch on the block. They settled Illinois for the deep shot. Now, part of it, Corey's got to get himself that next one to surpass the record.
Johnson replaces Bradford. Bradford, 5:13 to go. He has scored a three-pointer in each of the 72 starts in his Illinois career.
From your days in Texas down there, Billy Clyde Gillespie, the assistant for Bill Self, spotted him earlier, but this is the time to learn how to pray if you don't know how to pray. Free throw is so important down the stretch of games. You need some divine intervention.
Griffin lost the donut on that trip, and now Seton Hall with a chance to reclaim the edge. Darius Lane has been deadly from three-point range. Here's Eddie Griffin, turn around, can't it.
And go inside. I mean, we mentioned his ability outside. Down the stretch now, they need his ability to convert.
The Hall by one.
52, guys. Go to 52. Marcus Griffin. Here's the screen down. Now they load him up. There you go.
Great position, but a fine defensive job by Morton. Out of bounds, Illinois ball.
He did good presentation, Morton. Very physical. Forced him out a little bit. And right here, this is going to be a nice little TAJ, folks. Turnaround jumper. Look at the elevation. A little rattler.
Now Morton and Lane will get a rest. Barrett and Dallenberg back on the floor for Seton Hall. Griffin with Lucas Johnson. There's Griffin again on the claim now.
That's what Dallenberg does best. Intimidator around the tip.
107 blocks last year.
And Griffin wants the ball with Lucas Johnson on him. Sergio McClain's going to have to harass the passer if it is Barrett.
Dallenberg marks the sideline.
He hooked. Yep. That's 5. Empty trip. And Tommy, that's as emotional as you will see them. Great self-control. Watch the left arm. All of a sudden he tries to control. He does it twice. I mean, you expose it. You got to use a little to get around though, Vern.
5 rebounds, 3 points, 2 blocks today.
Coach is grabbing the free timeout. Bill Self has his guys up.
And Greg Morton takes his place. So the sophomore fouls out of the game with 4:07 to go.
Never got on track, Vern. Never really got into the flow of the game.
Billy, it was the 2 quick fouls that cost him again in the early going.
You know, they're trying to rag Williams, see if he can create a little turnover. Watch these picks. They do a great job in the backcourt. Wes Hunsel-like.
Frank Williams, here's Lucas Johnson. Under 4 to go. Johnson again. Saved it, puts it up off the glass. No. And Tony L is fouled after he grabs the rebound.
Marcus Griffin knows how to get himself in position. I mean, that's one of those he should have converted. Johnson ends up coming up with it. And a great one coming up next.
That's the 4th on McLean. That next game, Arizona at UConn. We've got the 7 versus the 9 team here. That one will have Arizona number 5. They defeated this Illinois team by 3, and they're going to get a double dip. Illinois and Arizona were playing Chicago here a week or so.
And I saw that note about Luke's not going to the game, and let's hope he and Bobby are doing well back in Tucson.
Bobby battling ovarian cancer and not making the trip with his squad today. The assistants will take over. And here's Tony L at the line. He's 4 for 6 today. It's all about blowing up. You're seeing all, and even when you think of it, the backcourt for Bill Self, learning how to play in these tough situations, where to go, and a good rest right now. As we get the timeout, Marcus Griffin a load down on the block. And just saw Rob Judson there talking to him, William Roberts alongside. They're really excited about what they can get done here. Rob Judson, the holdover from Lon Kruger's staff. Norm and Billy Gillespie came with Bill Self from Tulsa. Tommy Amaker's team has the lead of 3.
CBA CBS Sports coverage of the road to the Final Four is sponsored by Buick and your local Buick dealer. Selsun Blue Shampoo to help keep your dandruff from sending the wrong signals. And by Mountain Dew. Take a bite out of life, then wash it down with a dew.
3:45 left in this one, 64-61. Illinois has fought back from a 21-point deficit. 3:45 left, team fouls are both in the bonus. Timeouts 2 for Seton Hall and 3 for Illinois. And the possession arrow favors Seton Hall.
And as Illinois comes out on the floor, Brian Cook may be the guy to get the touches down below as they rest Marcus Griffith. They've also got Harrington in who can shoot that deep shot on their staggers or their double screens. And Seton Hall for the first time goes zone. Looks like a 1-3-1, Bern.
So the reminder will get you the Arizona UConn as soon as this one is in the books.
And you got to stay close to Harrington if you're Darius Lane on the wing. He can really shoot it.
Frank Williams and Barrett.
Choking Heat.
Cook. Yes! Oh, huge.
That's his game. He likes the face-up jumper. Got to get some toughness down the block.
Tied at 64. Cook has 7 points all in this half.
Does that make you look pretty good if you're Bill Self? Go in there and make it 3, get us back in this.
Griffin kicks it right side. Here's Tony L in the lane. Oh, beauty.
Did he learn quickly? He charged coming from the other side early in the game. That's the play. Pull up when they form that wall.
Tony L, one of the 3 freshman starters, has 12 points. Now back to Harrington. Lucas Johnson. Tries to feed Brian Cook. And at the other end, here's Barrett. Beautiful. Follows good. Basket interference. Wow. Tough.
And no argument from Tommy. He had a better angle than we did. He's a little flatter on the floor. But good run out. Good slide by Barrett, but not able to convert.
What do you think?
A little wrong.
A little picking of nit?
Yeah. Very much so. Morton had a great defensive play the last trip. Very tight. They go man-to-man, Bern.
There's the empty pass to Griffin. Morton with nice position and the rebound in the hands of Eddie Griffin.
Okay, that was Morton's strength. They just body him out to a tougher turnaround jumper.
2 to go. And a 2-point edge. Seton Hall trying to equal the start of the 88-89 team by winning its 6th in a row at the beginning of the season in the lane. And an offensive foul on Darius Lane.
Well, you know Johnson's going to flop. You get in that deep, but Darius Lane can't believe a timeout here by Bill Self. That would give them 2. Seton Hall 2 remaining as well. But anytime you're in there, you've got to have great control. Quick, but under control.
1 minute, 42 seconds left in regulation. 2-point Hall lead. Seton Hall led by as many as 21 in the first half, up by 17 at the break, trying to win their 6th in a row. That lead now stands at 2. And a reminder that Arizona and UConn coming up next. That's another good one on this second weekend of coverage of men's basketball by CBS.
What a great venue, too, regards Gardner and Arenas for Arizona. Morney's got to tee it up big for UConn.
Frank Williams, defense, up and under.
They lifted everybody to eliminate help, and then the use of the rim, just gorgeous with the left.
Tied at 66.
Griffith should get it at the end, I think. Even though they're going to drive, draw, bring it down to him because I think he can do some damage on Cook.
He's calling for it.
Look at the help by Marcus.
Here comes Griffin. Turnaround jumper. Off the rim. Rebound Johnson.
Tough shot. You got to respect the double. Give it up. Concede it.
Corey Bradford is on the bench. His streak about to end. Here's Williams. Nice adjustment. Got it
with the left hand burn. Some big deliveries. A little onions. Griffith wants it again.
Left side, Tony L. Rebound, Morton, and a foul call.
You know, he's a silent warrior, Morton. I mean, he's a defensive stops. He's contributed. This is just extraordinary. The ability to eliminate people. And here comes Griffith. He's going to get your right hand, switch it. It's a stealing by Williams.
Illinois calls a 30-second timeout with 22.7 left in regulation. 22.7 left in this one. The Illini up by 2. Arizona has taken an early 4-2 lead over UConn. We'll get you to that game as soon as this one is over. The UConn women's team, by the way, plays Illinois here in Assembly Hall tomorrow. They came in yesterday, worked out this morning, the top-ranked women's team in the country, and they will play the Illini on this floor tomorrow.
Chino Oriana, so well thought of. What a job he's done up there. But right now, 2 for 4, 50% for the year by Morton.
First time at the line today. And he's looking at the orange flush.
Oh, don't you love it? I mean, when kids have the courage to just concentrate on the orange ring.
This to tie.
How about him, huh?
Got them both. We're tied at 68.
Williams likes to run it. Let's see the Sergio McClain trying to give it to him. Might not be a bad time to run a trap.
Good no call by Tim Higgins. And Williams with a shove.
He's lucky.
There's a little elbow again. Kick it. Take it. No. Tipped out of bounds. Illinois ball. With 1.7 to go in a tie game. And here comes Corey Bradford.
How poetic that would be if he were to get the touch, huh? And end up shooting the three. This ball is going to have to be inbounded out top. The man guarding the inbounder has to be big and hide the floor.
Tommy Amaker wants to chat about this one. He's taking the time. 1.7 left in regulation. Corey Bradford on the floor. His streak of 72 consecutive games with a 3 in jeopardy. If he had gotten one or does get one, it would equal the NCAA record. And he is joined by Cook, Griffin. They only need 1 point here.
Gotta force it deep.
Look for Griffin. Inbound to Griffin. Jumper up. No. Overtime.
Pretty good look though, Vern.
A struggle, hasn't it? Youth versus experience in overtime. The Illini at home outscored Seton Hall by 17 in the second half and had a chance for the game winner with 1.7 left, but Marcus Griffin's shot would not go, and we go to overtime, 5 minutes, and the timeout picture, Bill.
Well, right now the ability to get easy shots is displayed for Illinois, but 3-2 right now. They get the extra timeout overtime. Referees looking over at us like they're exhausted. It's been wire to wire, but Frank Williams has stepped up. They've made some good defensive stops only to get themselves back in it. Now it's almost like a deep breath for Seton Hall. Can Andre Barrett now get this team back under his wing, get them to run their little sophisticated offense, and get it to the right spot. The right spot is generally Eddie Griffith to make the decision.
Now let's check those on the floor for Illinois. It's Corey Bradford, Brian Cook, Marcus Griffin, Sergio McClain, and Frank Williams. And for Seton Hall, Barrett, Tony L., Darius Lane, Greg Morton, and Eddie Griffin. Tim Higgins will throw it up, and it is controlled by the Illini. McClain back to Frank Williams.
Griffin's got Marcus Griffin, so that's going to be an interesting match.
Barrett hurries over. Here's Marcus Griffin. Back cut, and it's rejected by Morton. Saved by Marcus Griffin for Illinois. 15 on the shot clock. In the lane, the jump, puts it up. Nope. Illinois ball.
They're starting to get the extra shots.
Arizona-UConn, second game of the doubleheader. That one is underway, and we'll get you there as soon as this one is completed. Our early score, Arizona leading UConn 9-4. Bradford 4-3. Yes! Wow, how about that? He got a reprieve with overtime.
He needed a little OT and a double screen.
In the lane, stripped, foul call. Corey Bradford has equaled the NCAA record with a three-pointer in his 73rd consecutive game. He shares the record with Wally Lancaster of Virginia Tech.
You see the double screen that set it up, and he used all of it. A little paint chip here and there, but able to knock it down. Well, he got to a minute and 1 game to make one. Now he goes overtime to stretch it, and maybe that'll get him back into that comfort zone that he had last year.
And of more immediate significance, Williams picked up his fourth foul, and Darius Lane is perfect at the free throw line. He's now 5 for 5. Backs out, comes in. What a game he's had before family and friends.
First half, he was in those open looks and knocking them down, but defensively, a real tough performance.
2 at the line. It's a 1-point game. 4:18 to go in overtime.
Tough match for Barrett with Williams off the ball because he can elevate, he can post up, but this inside screen's been effective. They go to Griffin again.
He goes baseline. Beautiful.
Nice pass by Williams. He's got perfect vision in over Barrett. Undeterred.
22 points for Marcus Griffin. And a 3-point edge. Eddie Griffin calls for it. There's the double team from Cook. Morton tipped away. Frank Williams can't quite get there.
Tough angle pass. That's a fast break starter the other way.
Arizona leading 11-7. That game underway. And again, a reminder, that's the second game of our doubleheader. Get there as soon as this one's complete. From the corner. Nope. Rebound. Marcus Griffin.
Don't have to be in a hurry, Frank.
Spins around lane. Too far under.
Steps, and that's the judgment you have to make. Bring it out. Corey should have been running after Bradford to try and get the ball back, and that's the feel of the game. You're holding 3. Let's make sure Griffin's been dominating. Give the time.
Eddie Griffin calls for it. Guarded by Marcus Griffin on the floor.
He'll come out when he needs it. Got to give him room. And on the foul.
That's going to be 3. Wow. He's going to shoot 3.
Marcus Griffin uncomfortable playing Eddie Griffin this far from the goal. He just gets the elbow. How about this rattler burn? It's almost a 4-point play.
And Eddie Griffin at the line shooting 3. 2 more.
Just making them all gets him even and gives him some organization defensively. Last one he's got to make. If Tom Amaker wants to run a little bit of a wrinkle.
Missed badly.
Yeah. Lane's pretty quick on that inside spot, too, if there is a miss.
2 of 3. The margin is 1.
And they're making Bradford make the decision. Frank Williams off the ball. Barrett denied it.
Looks inside for Griffin. He's being fronted by Eddie Griffin. Cook.
Eddie with a pretty good three-quarter.
Little leaner in the lane, Frank Williams.
He's got at least 3 feet over Andre Barrett. He can elevate. Got to get back.
Got it off the glass. Marcus Toniel.
Tell you, this is an NCAA tournament game.
Sure is.
They're going after one another.
Bradford hit his last 3, the first of the game. This one deflected by Eddie Griffin.
Oh,
lost control. Bradford puts it in the hand of Frank Williams. Bradford for three again. He was absolutely dormant in the game in regulation play. Missed his first 8, hits his last 2. Little easier to smile right now.
A little nylon for the Bradford household. Nothing it.
4-point lead for Illinois with 2:25 left in overtime. Possession arrow favoring Seton Hall, but what a critical turnover by the Hall that led to the three-pointer.
Well, Greg Morton in his haste has got a wide open Darius Lane and unable to convert. But how about this? I mean, the comfort zone after he gets the three to break the record. And they got it right to him. Sergio McClain with the assist.
Tony L will throw it in.
But they got to think of something, 2 points, whether it's the box pass or a drive to the goal. Griffith wants it down against Marcus Griffith.
Eddie Griffin calls for it. Darius Lane pulls up, takes the three, cans it.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Dagger. Little mini onions there.
Unconscious.
You notice when Tony L's on the side with Eddie Griffith, they back off. Might be good to get Barrett or Lane on the same side. Then they got to guard the passer because he can shoot so well.
Here's Marcus Griffith as Eddie Griffin backs away. And Frank Williams off the dribble. Tough shot.
He can make tough shots, though. Took the hit and knocked it down. He's a scorer.
Williams with 21. Lane with 31. There's Barrett. Up and under and off the glass.
Jeez. Pretty. I tell you, Williams has been putting on quite a show on the offensive end. And every once in a while, Barrett can show you his flair as well.
Corey Bradford guarded by Barrett. Back it goes to Cook. Sergio McClain. Now the front from Eddie Griffin. Marcus Griffin is fouled.
Well, the front was there. The support just a tad late from the top. Marcus Griffin ended up with a little, look at this discard, and then he go right back in the chin. Tony L takes it, but a little knocked down on the baseline. But Marcus Griffin with the front enough to free himself from Eddie Griffin.
Now, we don't need to remind you, I don't think he's not a good free throw shooter. 4 of 10 today. He shoots 2 here.
Seton Hall, they got to get somebody in on the second one. Let's see if Barrett, nobody really taking the shooter unless they put him in on the second one. Yeah, they do now. A lot of pressure burned on the inside rebounders. It should go long. The advantage will be to the offense if Griffith does miss.
Marcus Griffin has 1 more. Arizona UConn coming next. It is 13-11 Arizona. First half of that one. He got them both.
Atta, baby. A little pressure's all he needed, Bird.
6 of 12 at the line now for Marcus Griffin. The lead is 3 with 1:10 to go in overtime. And here comes the Hall.
Still 2 is all you need.
Barrett and Griffin and Lane and Sean and Tony L.
They go for a 3.
Lane has hit 7 3-pointers. Back into the hands of Ty Shine, guarded by Bradford. Nice pick from Griffin. Air ball.
And they got the look they wanted, though. A little side pick. They're going to try and make a stop.
Bradford brings it back outside with 41 to go. And a foul is called on Andre Barrett. That's his board.
Not a big decision, though. Stop it. See if we can make him then the quick push the other way. So we couldn't get a better look for Ty Shine. Think he feels good?
Yes. Recall the technical foul called on the Seton Hall timeout on Archibald. And Darius Lane made both free throws. That much earlier. Here's Bradford at the line.
It's amazing, isn't it? Of course, it's the home crowd, but still, guys, So confident and cool and collected.
Lead is 5. The biggest lead of the game for Illinois.
Go for the 2 real quick. Nice denial by Johnson.
Johnson with the tip, saved by Darius Lane. Lane. In and out.
And the giveaway.
Barrett fouls out.
So if you go for the 2, quick foul, then you're down by 3. But once you miss the 3, you may lose the game.
McClain at the free throw line with 25.6 left.
Well, Tommy Amaker wanted them to learn, and this is some learning experience under the gun, the fire. Superb first half. Illinois recovering. Motivationally, I think Bill Self must have got inside them to start playing that tough defense, get after it. They were a physical presence, didn't give up any easy ones, and Tommy has those 30 seconds to insert and goes with Morton. Number 7, though.
Yep.
And Illinois number 9.
Yes. First time, by the way, the 2 top 10 teams have played on this floor since 1984. Oklahoma and Illinois in that instance. And McClain at the line. One more.
Another one of those guys that struggles.
Chevrolet MVPs, Darius Lane of Seton Hall and Marcus Griffin from Illinois. Chevrolet will make a contribution to each school's general scholarship fund to reward outstanding students for their academic achievements and to assist those in financial need. McClain gets 1 of 2.
Now you need the quick hitter 3.
They look for Darius Lane.
Drive and kick.
Into the corner. Lane off the glass, no.
They get Lane underneath, trying to hustle. Lucas, they got to give him a new uniform every game. Johnson, an equipment guy's nightmare.
Illinois is going to prevail and go to 7 wins and 2 defeats. Those 2 defeats by 3 points to then top-ranked Arizona and by 1 point to top-ranked Duke. And now Lucas Johnson is at the line with 8 seconds to go. And Seton Hall will fall for the first time this year. They were up by 21 at 1 point in the first half, up by 17 at the break.
Just a workmanlike effort in the second half. Sound offensive maneuvering, pushing the ball at times. They made a lot of great decisions at the guard spot. And a little load on the block, Marcus Griffin. Well, he just does so many good things for Bill Self.
Lucas Johnson shoots 1 more. Sean Harrington in for the final 8 seconds.
I think Frank Williams deserves that, don't you?
Yeah. Arizona UConn coming next. This has been fun. Illinois fights back from 21 down. The Orange Crush is invading the floor.
You think Seton Hall's arrived? What homage to the program.
This has been terrific. The final score, Illinois 87, Seton Hall 79. Thanks for being with us. For Bill Raftery, I'm Vern Lundquist saying goodbye from Champaign. Arizona UConn follow immediately.